Hey guys, what's up? It's Vaughn. This is about to be a crazy ride for sure, so go ahead and get ready. Hey, so as by the title of the video, you see that I did ayahuasca, and yes, I did almost die. It was a crazy, crazy experience. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break down what is ayahuasca. Then I'm gonna break down my experience with it and everything I learned for it. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours. I don't know. But you definitely want to watch the whole thing through. So let's get to it. So if you don't know what ayahuasca is plant medicine, a psychedelic. A lot of people, they hear ayahuasca and they think it's something like mushrooms or something like LSD. And no, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, the potency level is shrooms is the daughter of ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is the mama. So if shrooms already be beating your ass, damn, my boy. You ingest it as a liquid. Okay, so that's how I took it. I took it in a liquid form. Everybody mostly takes it in a liquid form. It is also a feminine plant. Okay, so it has a lot of feminine energy, mostly men take ayahuasca. A lot of women don't take ayahuasca. Mainly men take it because they want to be more on their feminine energy, aka they're receiving energy. I was in Costa Rica for about 2 weeks. I just actually got back. Right now it's like June 1st at the time of this recording. I took ayahuasca on May 28th, 2024. And I found out about ayahuasca through a homie that I have, and he actually put me onto a shaman that actually does ayahuasca ceremonies, okay? So we reached out to the shaman, right? And then, we ended up actually going to her spot to actually do the ayahuasca. Had a nice view, and we actually did the ceremony outside. We was still under a roof. And by the way, I have a vlog channel called Von Boogie, and I'm gonna post the whole vlog to Costa Rica on that channel. I got even more vlogs coming on there, so check that out. Something I learned is if you ever had a psychedelic experience, or you ever had taken shrooms or even smoked weed, because weed is a psychedelic, then you have to make sure that you protect your energy as well too, because people don't understand that when you take shrooms or when you smoke weed, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position. Okay, you're opening up all your chakras as well too. And yes, you are opening yourself up to like good spirits, aka good energy, but you also are opening yourself up to bad spirits and bad energy as well too, right? And if you're not protected by like your guides, right? Or if you're not just naturally protecting yourself energetically wise, mentally wise, spiritually wise, if you're not protecting yourself, then now you can not get possessed, but you can essentially get spiritually attacked, right? So this is why if you smoke a lot of weed, or maybe you do a lot of shrooms, and if for some reason after all your shroom trips or all the times you smoke weed, you feel suicidal after, or you might feel depressed and you don't even know why you feel depressed or suicidal, it's probably because you're getting spiritually attacked and you don't even know it, right? But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that. But essentially now me and my girl who I did the ayahuasca with are asking the shaman questions. By the way, it's only me, the shaman, and my girl. Okay, cool. So the shaman, she speaks fluent Spanish. So now she's chanting like mantras in Spanish. I can't even understand her. Essentially, she's trying to just put sacred protected energy throughout the whole entire space. I didn't get this on camera because it was very sacred and she didn't want nobody to record it. I was going to record, but honestly, I'm grateful that I didn't record it at all. But yeah, after she was done saying her mantras and, doing her rituals or whatever, that's when it was time to actually take the ayahuasca. So before she passed us a shot glass. Now, by the way, the shot glass is about this big. Okay, so it's about 2 shot glasses in one. That's how much ayahuasca it is that we're about to take. She asked us what our intentions was. My girl said her intentions, and my intention personally was I wanted the ayahuasca to actually, enhance my gifts, but also just heal me in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And especially as a man, like, I feel like people don't talk about how much healing men need to do. Healing is more of a topic that women, mostly focus on. But I feel like as men, we definitely need to focus on the topic of healing as well, especially my melanated men. You know what I'm saying? The shaman handed my girl a shot glass and my girl drunk half. She was kind of being a little, not scared, but a little cautious or whatever. But me. Real nigga, like, I took the whole thing down, the whole shot glass, I drank the whole thing down, I drunk it, boom. I ain't gonna lie, it was the worst taste of my life. It tasted like harataki mixed with ass. It tasted like, just imagine like the most bitter taste, and it's like, I don't even know. Imagine like a medicine-y taste, and it's bitter, but then it's dusty. Like, it's like you eat it, like it's like you drinking dust. That's how it tasted. At that point, right? I feel it sitting in my stomach. It's probably like 10 minutes in. Me and my girl both laid back, and the shaman go back to saying mantras and things like that. And it's just in Spanish the whole time. Yo, like with those 10 minutes, like I was just like, it wasn't like hitting me, but I started laughing. Like I was giggling. I don't know. Maybe I was just excited for it to work. Maybe like 30 minutes later, now I'm like 40 minutes in the trip. That's when it's like, okay, it's hitting me for sure. As it's hitting me, and I'm feeling like it's crazy. Like I'm just remembering this back, and bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna remember this in the best way that I can, because I can't even remember everything that happened. Like all I know is I felt like all of my chakras were just opening up. All of the energy points inside my body was opening up, and I felt like my throat chakra specifically was just umping. Like it was just amping. Like I don't know what it was, but it's like, imagine somebody was just coming to you and they was just like on your throat. Pause. No diddy, no homo. On God. On God. But hey, just imagine, yo, I might have to cut that out. Yo, check this. Anyway, yo, just imagine somebody came, and let's be mature. Let's be grown. Like somebody came and was just, just hitting your throat. That's how it felt. Like my throat chakra was just trying to like express itself, but I was trying to be quiet and still, allow the medicine to work throughout my whole entire body. Like the ayahuasca was making me talk. And that's another thing too. Like if you're ever thinking about taking ayahuasca, I'm gonna definitely say who I recommend this to at the end of the video. But when you do take it, if you do take it, don't think it's something like shrooms. Like shrooms, yo, you can control the trip. Ayahuasca, I'm not even gonna lie. Once ayahuasca enters your body, you a guest in that bitch. I'm gonna keep it real. Like you don't even, like I'm gonna be real. Like for majority of the ayahuasca trip, I was not even controlling my body. Like I couldn't even control myself, but we're going to get to that, right? So boom, all of a sudden, like I'm just like, yo, my throat chakra is going off. I'm like, yo, I just need to start talking. So then I just started talking, and then like, I don't know, all I was thinking about was music. I was just thinking about making music. That was it. Like I was just started rapping. I started freestyling. I was out talking. Like, I don't know. It was just, everything just sounded like music to me. It's like, I was just freestyling, not even trying to freestyle, and I was just trying to talk. Like, I don't even know. It was crazy. And then me and my girl were just laughing with each other because it's hitting her now. But it's not like a high. It's not like like this is a whole different feeling that I've never felt before. Keep in mind too, like I've had many psychedelic trips. Like I've took shrooms a lot of times. I've took LSD back in like 2021, 2020. Haven't took it since then. And one time I had a shroom trip and I took 10 grams of shrooms. So I'm very experienced when it comes to psychedelics. This ayahuasca said, fuck my experience. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I was not like, I don't even think I was even, you can't mentally prepare for it. Like, once it hits you, that shit feel crazy. But anyway, boom. So all I'm thinking about is music. And I'm getting so deep with the concept of music. It's like I'm really becoming a musician in that time. Like I'm getting so deep with the concept of music that I'm looking at music like it's alive. Like I'm literally telling my girl, like, yo, every beat that I hop on is a woman. Like I have to treat the beat right because that's me treating my woman right. Like it was like, and then it was like I was imagining a beat in my head and I was flowing on the beat and it felt like I was having sex with the beat. Like even now, like that I'm not off ayahuasca no more, every time that I make songs, I got a studio right here. Every time that I, hop on a beat, whether I'm freestyling, because I punch in, I don't write. Like every time I make music now, it feels like I'm having sex. Like it literally feels like this is a woman and I'm talking to the woman on a beat. So yeah, that shit rewired my brain all the way how I view music. But anyway, yeah, like, and that's all I was seeing. I was just seeing visions of me like being on stage, but it wasn't even like future tense. Like it was like I'm literally in Costa Rica and I'm on this little balcony, but I'm literally like feeling like it's so many people watching me and I'm about to perform a song right now. But at the same time, I'm lit. Like I'm having fun with it. This is not like a crazy experience. Like I'm just like, yeah, like, I'm Vaughn and I make music, like that's all I kept saying. Like, hey, I'm Vaughn and I make music. That's all I was saying off of ayahuasca. But yeah, some side notes too, right? While I was, my mind was just heavy on music. It was like the ayahuasca was just making me think about this music. It was also making me do things with my body as well too. Like it was times to where I couldn't even control which way I lay. And I remember one time, like I started laughing so hard, uncontrollably. And then like my body forced itself in a fetal position. Like it made me be a fucking baby. Like that shit was crazy. That's another thing too. Ayahuasca has a very motherly spirit. Okay. So if you take ayahuasca, it's going to be like the plant is like your mother at that point. Like it's like a mother spirit. It's like the universe, the big mama, the womb. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I ended up in that fetus position. Like I was literally like, I was like these, yo. Like I was like these on the floor, bro. Like, and I could not control my body. Like I was trying to get, I couldn't do it. Like I was just like this, like wrapped up, curled it like a fetus. Ayahuasca controls you. Okay, so like I'm gonna be real, like shrooms and things like that, you can control the experience. You don't take ayahuasca takes you. Okay, like you're like it's not your ceremony, it's not your experience, it's ayahuasca's experience. Essentially, ayahuasca is controlling everything. So like I remember at one point in time, like I'm like 50 minutes in, I'm talking about music or whatever. Like I remember I just said out loud, and this was actually one of the discoveries that I made was I just said out loud randomly, I just said, I give up, you win. And the reason why I said that out loud is because, yo, it felt like somebody was just pinning my body down. I couldn't do nothing. Like I was trying to resist the feeling or resist ayahuasca, but I just couldn't resist it. So I just said, I give up, you win. I lose. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gave up. I gave up trying to resist. I gave up. I just said, no, I give up. I give in to the feminine energy. That was my masculinity trying to control everything, make sure this shit go the way I wanted. I was like, nah, like I give up. You win. I said that shit like 100 times in my head, but that wasn't enough. I felt like I was still pinned to the ground. As soon as I said it out loud, I give up. You win. I lose. It is what it is. That's when like it felt like I could stand up now. Like I felt like way lighter. I didn't feel as heavy anymore. Like it didn't feel like I was resisting anymore. And then that's when I realized that, you know, and I'm gonna get some of the important messages that I learned throughout the whole trip specifically at the end. But this is when I specifically realized that when you win, you get nothing in life. Like you don't get nothing when you win in life. Because I remember when I was on ayahuasca, I would imagine like if I won everything that I've ever done in my life, if I won every sports game that I ever played, if I won, you know, everything in life, period, if I've always won. And I asked myself, like, how would that feel? And I'm like, man, like, that's boring. Like, you don't get nothing when you win. You get a congrats, you won. Yay. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. That's all you get when you win. But when you lose, you get everything. You get the wisdom. You get the experience of losing. Like, you get the determination to come back stronger to finally win. Like, you get everything when you lose. You get everything when you win. Okay, you get a trophy. Like you get a trophy that's just gonna be sit up on the shelf. Okay, you get some money. And then the crazy thing about it, like even that, like, oh, when you win, you get money. But who says you win when you get money? Getting money is getting money. Getting money is not winning nor losing, right? Just like boxing. Shit, last time I checked, the winner and the loser both get paid for the fight. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, we always gonna get money, winning or losing, right? But that actually just made me appreciate losing more because once again, like I said, you gain wisdom, you gain knowledge, and you gain the determination to actually go harder in life, period. When you win, you don't gain nothing. You just, okay, I got a dub. That's it, right? So yeah, ayahuasca definitely taught me like, yeah, love the experience of losing because it's the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And that's what makes it worthwhile anyway. Like you only care about W's because you done got so many L's in your life. So now when you get this one W, it's like the best W of your life because you had to take 100 L's just to get to this W. Nigga, without the fucking L's, the W wouldn't have meant shit. You see what I'm saying? The whole time since I've been off the ayahuasca, it's probably like I'm 50 minutes to an hour in. The whole time I've have felt like a motherly love experience or a motherly love spirit. Like it's never been like, it's never been dark. It's never been crazy. It's been like it felt like I was a baby getting cradled by my mother, but not my real mother, like my spirit mother or God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? That's how the whole experience felt. Like I just felt a lot of love. But then the experience started getting crazy. I kept saying out loud, essentially, everything that like the ayahuasca or everything that I was hearing, period, that was from the ayahuasca. So, you know, I'm just saying out loud, like, yeah, like I know I retired and all I got to do now is make music. I know that's all I was sitting here to do. I was sitting here to make music and no, there's nothing I can do about it. Woo, woo, woo. And then when I said that out loud, I'm like, hold on, like what? You know what I'm saying? Because I just said that out loud. Like I just like because I'm literally just relaying what I'm hearing and like what downloads I'm receiving. So then, you know, the motherly spirit that I was feeling, it went from like oh baby, all you got to do is make music. This is your destiny. You know, you're going to be very successful. You're going to make music for the rest of your life too. Like it went from that to all you're going to do is fucking make music. Bitch, you ain't gonna do nothing else but make music because we sent you here to do that. You are a fucking slave and we fucking own you. Like that's what this energy was now. So keep this in mind, right? Keep this in mind. Like if you have ever done psychedelics, you know that like everything is just enhanced and everything is way more intense. Now, if you've never done ayahuasca and you done shrooms, okay, just imagine that, but like times a fucking 100. So my stomach is on 10. My shit is on fire. Nigga, like I can't even control my body. I can't even get up right now. And it feel like I'm getting pinned the fuck down right now. It feel like I'm being pinned the fuck down right now. And the motherfucker is telling me like, we own you. You can't do shit about it. And all you're going to do is smile and make music. That shit is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. But I'm not even panicking though. Like I'm not even in this bitch like, and by the way, I didn't cry one time off the ayahuasca ceremony or nothing. Like I'm not even panicking. I'm just like, okay, for sure. And then I'm on the ground. I'm literally on, like if y'all can see this shit, I'm literally on the ground pinned like I'm fucking Jesus. And I feel like it's fucking chains like all on my motherfucking body. And I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? I'm like, so I'm in my head like, what the fuck is going on right now? Boom. This is when the shit get trippy, y'all. So look, if you haven't been paying attention this whole entire time, or if you have skipped through the video to get to this part, well, hey, yo, you missed a lot, but I'm gonna be real. This is when the shit get dark. So I'm gonna be real. If you and your kid is watching this right now, yo, you can let them watch it, but this shit gets a little bit dark. This shit gets a little bit deep. This is like the information that I'm about to relay to y'all. When that happened and, you know, the ayahuasca was telling me this or whatever, like I started just looking at like the timeline of my life. And I was like, dang, like the timeline of my life is too perfect, like assimilation. The timeline of my life is like so perfect that like it started feeling like half of the things that I went through wasn't even real. Like it was like, yo, this was too perfect. Like for one, all of the shit that I went through to even put me up to this point, it's like this shit was literally pinpointed and calculated for me to be a music artist. Like all of this shit, all of the mindset shifts I've had, all of the shit I've seen in my life, just everything that I've been through up until this point was like, none of that shit mattered. That shit was just for me to become a music artist, like a musician. That was like the only reason that shit even happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm perceiving it off of the ayahuasca right now. So now I'm thinking about my higher self, like, damn, like, yo. And mind you, I'm thinking all this shit while I'm pinned to the fucking ground and I can't move. I'm paralyzed essentially. I'm like, yo, nigga, my higher self smart as fuck. This nigga came up with like the perfect fucking timeline for me to become like what the fuck I needed to be type shit. You see what I'm saying? And then that's when the word robots came in my head, right? Like the word robot came into my head, worker came into my head, just slave and just everything that was just like, I guess you could say not even degrading, but nigga, essentially everything that is saying you are controlled came into my head. And I was like, hold on. And then I got to download that my higher self is essentially just making a Netflix series right now. Have y'all ever seen, I'll give an example. Have y'all ever seen the show Black Mirror? If you've never seen the show Black Mirror, or if you have seen it, go watch an episode called White Christmas on Black Mirror. Now, if you know that episode and you know exactly if you have seen that episode, you know exactly what I'm about to say right now. And that episode called White Christmas on Black Mirror, what they did was they took people's consciousness and made AI, okay, artificial intelligence versions of people's consciousness, and they put it inside of the houses. Okay, so essentially imagine right now if you had Siri on iPhone, but Siri was in your whole entire house and Siri is you. Like essentially Siri has a copy of your fucking consciousness and now it's you. But Siri actually thinks that it's really you. Like Siri actually thinks that it's fucking Vaughn. Like Siri doesn't know that it's a damn AI. Siri thinks that it's actually fucking real. It actually has a life and it's Vaughn. But Siri is just a damn computer program. That's the download that I got, that what this fucking world is. This world is essentially, that's what the download I got. This world is a fucking AI simulation program, and your higher self copied this consciousness into this world. And now it is experiencing this holographic world in first person mode. Okay. Yeah. The shit's trippy as hell. I don't even think people even understood what the fuck I said. If you took ayahuasca, you know 100% what I'm saying. But yeah, that's essentially what this word was. So that shit was tripping me out, like when I was learning that shit. So now on the trip, we're probably like an hour and 20 minutes in, and I'm all the way tripped the fuck out. Like, I'm not like throwing shit going crazy, but like, I'm not even pinned down no more. I'm not even paralyzed. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on right now? Like, I'm actually worried. Like, I'm actually like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now? Because I'm just thinking deep in my mind, like, hold on, am I a fucking robot? Like, essentially, it's like, I swear to God, I feel like the world started glitching in front of me. Like, it's like the trees, I started seeing, it was no wind outside. I just started seeing hella shit moving. And it was just weird. Like, it was like I was literally in a fucking, bro, it was literally like I was in a Black Mirror episode. Like, that's how that shit was. It's like, you know, when you crack the code and then shit just start glitching, like, that's how that shit felt. I'm like, hold on, like, am I tripping? Like, it's like, am I tripping? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just hallucinating, but am I really tripping right now? So that's my mindset now. And now I'm just diving deeper into my consciousness. And, you know, I remember stories back when I first, you know what I'm saying, became conscious or whatever. Some conscious people know this story I'm about to say. Some people have rumored that the Anunnaki have made humans to be workers, right? And or reptilians as well too has made humans to be workers. So this is also what I'm feeling as well too. Like, we was created by extraterrestrials and we're just workers. It gets even deeper than this. I started thinking about the movie The Matrix, right? And as I'm even saying this right now, I'm getting so many fucking goosebumps as I'm saying this shit right now. Like, yo, like, I'm not even gonna lie, my eyes is watering up as I'm saying this shit right now, because like, yo, this shit is just crazy. Of like, my theory of the world is just so fucking crazy right now. I didn't watch the movie The Matrix a week before the ayahuasca. Like, I wasn't even thinking about The Matrix. For some fucking reason, boom, robots popped up in my head. That's when I had that whole realization. Then I just started thinking about the movie The Matrix. And I was like, bro, we're 100% in a simulation. And I truly believe that this world is like the movie The Matrix, 100%. And the reason why I believe this is because the scary part is you don't even fucking know if it's not. See, like, let me break this down, right? People don't know the movie The Matrix. Essentially, right, The Matrix pretty much shows that all of mankind was taken over by AI intelligence. And right now, we're experiencing a simulation. And we're all actually in fucking pods experiencing a real live human simulation to essentially keep us alive and to keep us running like a battery, so we can essentially be batteries for robots, right? So a lot of people would hear that at first glance, wouldn't even think deep about it and be like, oh, that's not true, woo woo. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, how would you actually know? And this is what started tripping me out on my ayahuasca ceremony, because I was like, yo, like, you actually don't know. Like, I would not have no idea, right? I would actually not know if I am in a VR simulated reality right now, or if I'm in a fucking pod like this is The Matrix. Like, I would not know. And then I came to the conclusion, like, bro, we are definitely a simulation. We are AI. Humans, we don't even know the capacity of our brains. I'm not on that whole we use 10% of our brains bullshit, but think about it. We as humans are always evolving, and we're always getting more intelligent every single day. Like, we create new inventions all the time. We really don't even know. I don't think we even have a cap when it comes to intelligence. That's so beautiful at first glance. But then at another glance, it's actually scary, because how advanced are we really? Like, that's what you got to think about. Then you got to realize that everything is literally a program. Like, I pretty much came to the conclusion that we were definitely created. It's no fucking way in hell that we won't create it, right? And this is why a lot of people believe in God. But even that, right? I feel like as humans, we can't even comprehend God. Like, that's why I don't believe in like religious texts and religious, but because we can't even comprehend creation. We can't even comprehend creator. That's like Siri trying to comprehend fucking Steve Jobs. You can't comprehend Steve Jobs as Siri. Like, it doesn't happen like that. Our human brains can't even comprehend that shit. We can try to explain it as much as possible in the most simplistic way, but there's no way in hell that we can ever comprehend that shit. Then, right, while all these crazy realizations are happening, and I'm gonna let y'all know, like, I'm leaving out a lot of details of my ayahuasca trip. Like, I know it seems chill right now. Like, oh yeah, I'm just having like a lot of realizations. No, like, it's a lot of shit going going on while I'm having these realizations. Like my stomach is turning. I feel like I'm finna die. Like it's a whole bunch of shit going on. It's like the whole world around me is falling apart. Everything is spinning. This shit is like I'm on a roller coaster, okay? Next download that I got was that everything is, like I said, is like artificial intelligence. Everything is literally technology. Everything is literally AI. The human brain itself is fucking artificial intelligence, aka it's created intelligence, right? So the next thing I try to do was like, I try to just kind of understand the mind of the creator, even though that's fucking impossible, especially his ego. I try to understand the mind of the creator. Yo, you can't. Like that shit is literally fucking impossible. Right. But then at the same time, once I was trying to understand the mind of the creator, I later realized that, like, you know what? I don't even need to understand the mind of the creator, because I don't even think God, the creator, I don't even think God comprehends God. Like, I don't even think God understands God. So how am I trying to understand God? And that's deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think God itself, you know, even understands what it is. I think it's just God and it just creates. You see what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? Let me just stop thinking about being the mind of the creator, and let me just be the mind of the creation and just be creation. Now look, we're gonna get to more deep messages at the end of the video. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, give too many deep messages right now. I just want to keep going. But anyway, yeah. So I'm having all these crazy realizations, and and then shit just started getting crazy. Like I start feeling my fucking stomach tossing and turning. Then I started feeling like I was about to be eaten. Like no cap, y'all. Like when I say this shit was like this was like one of the most, like, I don't even feel fear. So this is coming from a nigga that I don't even feel fear like that. Anybody that knows me, yo, this shit right here, I swear to God, I thought I was gonna die. Like I kept feeling like I was about to get ate. And I don't know, maybe it's because I was in Costa Rica, then I was just thinking about the animals, but I started thinking about the jungle. I started thinking about snakes and jaguars. Like I was starting to think like, nigga, I'm about to get fucking ate. And then I don't know what it was, specifically by a reptile. I just started thinking about fucking reptilians. And I was like, yo, I feel like I'm about to get fucking ate. Like, I don't know what it was. And then my girl, she was trying to comfort me by telling me everything's okay. Everything was okay. The shaman was trying to comfort me. But I just kept looking at them like, yo, I'm finna get ate. Like, I just kept looking at their ass like, yo, is y'all finna eat me? Yo, why the fuck I feel like I'm finna get ate? Like, yo, I was in that bitch tripping. Like, yo, I was like, yo, I feel like I'm finna get ate right now. Like, I swear to God, it felt like I was finna get like, did cannibalistic like style, like nigga deep fried ate. Like I swear to God, like it felt like I was finna get ate. Boom. So then, you know, like my girl, she started comforting me and shit. Then I felt so protected, like in her arms right of her. But then I'm looking at my girl face. She telling me she loved me and things like that. She loved me so much. And I'm just looking at my girl like, I swear to God, yo, I'm just looking at my girl like I'm just thinking of a praying mantis. Like, you know how the praying mantis, you know how the praying mantis woman eats the male praying mantis when they have sex. Like, I'm looking at my girl like, bruh, she about to eat me. Like, I swear to God, like I started tripping. Like, yo, I'm looking at my girl like, why you talking to me? Like, no, what the fuck I said? I'm looking at my girl like, are you about to hurt me? Are you about to kill me? Are you about to eat me? She was like, no, I'm not about to do that. Why would you think I'm about to do that? I was just like, I don't know. Like, I really feel like you about to eat me. And I feel like you just trying to like give me love before you actually like sacrifice me. Like, I swear to God, I'm literally saying shit like this. Like, I feel like you trying to give me love before you sacrifice me. Then I started thinking deep as hell. I was like, damn, like what if in the animal kingdom, we perceive it as like the snakes and the jaguars is like hunting these motherfuckers down, but really they are giving the animal love before they actually devour the fucking animal. I was like, that shit crazy as hell. Like, that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like the predator was essentially giving me love before the predator devours me type shit. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy as hell. Boom. Shit got so much crazy after this. So boom, after that happened, like, I don't know what it was. Like, my body was like, I couldn't control my body no more. Like, I started having just more realizations about this simulation and all other type of shit. Like, I swear to God, I feel like Neo in the Matrix. I swear to God, like, yo, and it's like I couldn't control my body no more. Like, I just remember, like, I was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? Like, boom. And I remember I stood up, but it wasn't me. Like, I was telling myself to sit down. Like, imagine you told your arm to do this and your arm didn't do nothing. And imagine you told your legs to stay like this, but your legs kept doing this. and they kept walking. Like, that's how it was. It was like ayahuasca took control of my nervous system. Like, and I told the shaman and my girl, I was like, hold on. I was like, hey, y'all gotta watch out. I cannot control myself right now. I don't even know what I'm finna do. I picked up the water bottle. I didn't do nothing like hit him or nothing. Like, I knew I wasn't finna do nothing crazy, but like, I was like, yo, y'all gotta move. I can't control myself. Like, I can't even sit down. I can't control my body at all right now. Like, all I could do was move my head. Everything else was moving for me. Boom. Then I kind of just snapped back. I was like, hold on. Fuck that shit. I gotta get right. I gotta get right. I gotta get right. Like, I just grabbed my body back from the ayahuasca and shit. I was like, boom, I gotta get right. Boom. So I was like, okay, damn, I'm fucked up right now. Then all of a sudden, as soon as I grabbed my body back, man, it was over. Nigga, I threw up like a motherfucker. That's another thing too. Like, if you know anybody that took ayahuasca or you heard about people taking ayahuasca, some people throw up, some people fucking shit on themselves, all type of shit. I threw up, dog. I'm talking about like, nigga, I was gone. Like, boom. So like, I remember I goddamn got my body back and I said, oh shit. Boom. I looked for the nearest. She left a bucket open. Nigga, I ran to the bucket. I threw up all over myself, bro. I'm talking about like, nigga, I was rolling in my throw up. Like, you know how gone a nigga was? First thing I said, bro, after I was done throwing up, I'm talking about like, I threw up everywhere, nigga. I threw up like on my leg, bro. I threw up like, I didn't eat nothing prior. I was an empty stomach, so it was just ayahuasca liquid. I threw up in the bucket. I threw up on my leg, and I'm rolling in my throw up right now like, oh my gosh. I looked at the shaman and said, I need to go to the hospital. No, for real, I need to go to the hospital. Nigga, I was tripping. I was tripping. Yo, I was tripping. I looked at the shaman. I said, yo, I need to go to the hospital. Yo, I swear to God, I thought I was finna die. Like, you know when you throw up so bad and your chest start hurting? So it's like, I'm feeling so much stimulation, like my chest is hurting. I'm getting downloads every 10 seconds. My stomach is on fire. Like, my shit just, like, it feel like a nigga on my intestines doing this. Like my stomach on fire. Like, nigga, I feel like I'm finna go into shock and I'm finna pass out. Like, I was like, yo, I need to go to the hospital. Like, that's all I remember saying. I just threw up. I got throw up all on my leg and shit. I was laying in that shit. I was like, yo, like, I need to go to the hospital, bro. Yo, I need to go to the hospital. Like, I feel like I was finna die. Like, yo, I swear to God, like, this is like the closest I ever felt to death ever in my life. Like, I done had a gun pointed to my head twice in my life. I done had a gun pointed to me, all type of shit. Yo, even in those instances, I didn't even feel like I was actually finna die. This is like the first time in my life. I've been in one car crash as well, too. This is like the first time in my life where I really thought, like, I like 100%, I swear to God, like, even to this day, I still think, did I die? Like, yo, on some real shit, like, I really thought, like, nigga, I was dead. Like, I thought, nigga, damn, that was it. Like, nigga, I was like, damn, that's why I was like, I need to go to the hospital. Anybody that know me, like, anybody that really know me or you know of me and you know what I stand for, nigga, you know damn well if I'm saying I need to go to the hospital, oh yeah, some shit wrong. some shit wrong. I ain't never been the type of motherfucker to smoke weed or to take shrooms or to do any type of substance or to get out of my body and be like, I need to go to the hospital. Yo, for me to have an experience and I say, nigga, out my mouth that I need to go to the hospital, yeah, I was fucked up, nigga. I thought I was finna die. So, mind you, by the way, it's raining as well, too. But it's not raining on us. It's like we're on a balcony, but we're in the part of the balcony where it has a roof, okay? So, but it's raining. Like, it's actually raining hard as fuck now. So, boom, I just threw up. I'm like, yo, I need to go to the hospital. And I feel like I'm finna die. The shaman telling me it's okay. Just sit down real quick. I'm like, hey, nah, like, I need to go to the hospital. Like, and I thought I had to throw up again. I ain't throw up again. And then I walked off. And I remember I seen the scariest shit, bro. Like, I'm walking off. I'm in the fucking rain. I look behind me and shit. And then I see where I was laying at. I see my girl over there. She going through her own shit off the ayahuasca and shit. The shaman trying to comfort her. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I look back like, yo, I'm finna die. So I had two choices. Leave, go get my phone, call the ambulance, or come back here and just thug that shit out. Also, keep in mind, I'm an hour and 30 in on the ayahuasca ceremony. Yo, the ayahuasca lasts for like 6 hours. So this is why I'm tripping. I'm like, yo, nigga, I just took ayahuasca. this shit already hitting me like a motherfucker right now. Like, that shit is like the most potent, strongest shit I've ever had in my life. Yo, this shit crazy as hell. I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to just thug this shit out. Boom. I go back, lay down, I just thug that shit out. Boom. That shit was just beating my ass. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit was beating my ass. That was beating my ass. And after that, it got better. So long story short, I had a dramatic ass ego death, but I don't give a fuck. That shit had to be dramatic, bro. I really thought I was gonna die. Like, if y'all was in my shoes, a lot of y'all niggas would have left. Y'all niggas would have called the hospital. Like, no cap, bro. That shit was like, even to this day, my nigga, like, it wasn't traumatic, but that shit was traumatic, bro. Like, even to this day, I feel like, nigga, like, that's like the first time I had like a near death experience. Like, if death is here, nigga, I was right here. like if this is death, oh nigga, I was right here for sure. Like you know you about to die when, like, this is so fucking crazy. Like, you about to die when your vision start just getting blurry. And like, you feel like you finna fucking fall out. Like, I felt like I was finna, bro, I swear to God, my chest was hurting. My stomach felt like this. My vision was blurry. And it felt like I was finna fucking just pass the fuck out. Like, if I wasn't strong, like, if I ain't have strength in my body, man, I probably would have hit the damn floor, bro, busting my head open, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. Like, I promise you, that shit was crazy. But yeah, this is the chaotic part of the ayahuasca ceremony. After that, it got way better. It got way easier. You know what I'm saying? It started feeling good again. And then I learned so much. I learned so much through it. And even that experience, that chaotic experience that I had on this ayahuasca trip showed me that that's why you have to go through bad things in life, right? You have to go through traumatic experiences. You have to go through chaotic experiences as well, too, because it makes you more grateful for the whole entire experience itself, right? Like, I could have fucking ended the whole experience and started tripping and shit and been like, nah, fuck that, I'm going to the hospital. I said, fuck that shit, bro. Like, fuck it, I'm about to just come in this bitch and I'm about to just accept death. Once I walked back to the room on the balcony and laid down, that's when I actually accepted death, and then that's when my ego died. Like, I had an ego death, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I was so rooted in my ego, and my ego became so I feel like I became so much of my ego, and my ego became so much of my identity, which is not a bad thing, because it's not like I had an unhealthy ego. It's just my ego became so much of my identity that it really felt like that I was about to die. I wasn't even thinking ego death. Keep this in mind. Like, I'm thinking like physical death, like I'm gone, you know? So yeah, after that, the ayahuasca ceremony got way better. It lasted for like another 6 to 7, maybe even 8 hours, you know, and then the ceremony ended. So now it's about a couple days after the whole experience. And I'll essentially now, this is the part of the video where I let y'all know all the important messages that I learned in detail on the ceremony. Let's get it. I learned respect on a deeper level. And I don't mean respect as just respecting thy neighbor, respecting your mom. Like, no, I learned on a deeper level that you need to respect everything. See, addictions. Right. Let's talk about addictions. I realized off the ayahuasca that I had different addictions, and one of my addictions was talking. Right. It's crazy because I'm making a YouTube video and this shit is like almost an hour long and I've been talking my ass off. But yeah, I realized that is why on the ceremony that I had, my throat chakra was so amped up because I was addicted to talking, you know, and I realized because everything can be an addiction. If you do something long enough, then it's an addiction. Right. And now I honestly like being silent. That's one thing that ayahuasca really helped me with. It actually helped me just be more in my energy and be more silent. Like, I feel like it helped me honestly be more in my feminine energy as a man. And it helped me receive more things. Like, this is like the most I've talked all day, you know, and after I make this video, I'm gonna just rest. I'm gonna hit like probably like a 30-minute hour meditation. And I'm gonna just rest because now I really don't even like talking for that long of a time anymore. Like, you know, like even right now, as I'm making this video, I'm getting very tired. I just really want to share my experience and share my wisdom. That's one thing I learned. I learned about my addictions and that I was addicted to talking, and I actually broke that addiction. Like, now I don't feel the need to always talk or just always verbalize myself. Like, now I feel comfortable with just, you know, just being in my own energy and just being calmer. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all can probably see, you know what I'm saying? Probably not throughout the video, but y'all can definitely see that I'm a lot more calmer, especially compared to like my last videos or just videos that I had earlier. If you want to break an addiction, you need to respect what you're addicted to. A lot of people are addicted to weed or drugs, or they're addicted to food, you know, and even women, or women being addicted to men. You're addicted to these things because you don't respect these things. You're addicted to food because you don't respect food. You're addicted to women because you don't respect women, right? And you're addicted to weed and drugs because you don't respect weed and drugs. You need to start looking at your addiction like it's not an object, and you need to start looking at it like it's an actual person, like it's an actual entity. Like, and now when you look at it like it's an actual person, like it's an actual entity, you'll have more respect for it. Like you watching this video right here. If you meet me in person, right, you have probably learned so much from me, or this is probably your first video you've seen of me. If you meet me in person, right, you have respect for me as a human being. So you're not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, mistreating me or using me like an object. Like you're gonna show me respect. You know what I'm saying? Like if you actually get my phone number, you're not gonna call me up every single day. Like, nah, you're gonna be like, yo, Vaughn, he gotta do his own thing. Like I'm gonna give him his space. I'm gonna give him his time. I don't wanna just be intruding on his energy. That's because you respect me as a person. But when it comes to weed, though, you don't respect weed as a person. Oh, nah, I own weed, so I could just smoke weed every single day. Oh, yeah, I own food, so I could just eat this food every day and just overeat. Oh, yeah, I own this woman, so I could just fuck this woman every day of the week. You need to look at the thing that you're addicted to, and you need to start viewing that thing like it's an actual person. Okay, when you start viewing women like they're actually people, you start having respect for women. This is why dudes, when they hop on semen retention, they start viewing women different. They stop viewing women like it's just like they're just a sexual object, and they start viewing women like they're actually people. And now this is why dudes that hop on semen retention, they don't even feel lustful like that anymore, or they don't feel like just chasing women, because they look at women like it's an actual entity and not like it's just a damn sex object, right? So that's just one thing that I learned, that you need to have respect for everything. Like I have respect for everything. I didn't have a weed addiction before I did ayahuasca. I didn't have a lot of addictions, but that's one thing I realized. Even technology, people don't respect technology, and they don't respect social media. So they overindulge in technology. They overconsume social media, right? And now they become addicted to social media. They become addicted to technology. But once you start respecting technology, and once you start looking at technology like it's an actual entity, now you won't overconsume and overindulge in technology, or overconsume and overindulge in anything, period. One thing I want to share is that is most likely my last psychedelic experience, or last experience with a substance as well too. That's another thing. You can't get addicted to ayahuasca. So if you ever think about taking ayahuasca and think you're going to get addicted to it, it's impossible to get addicted to it, because it's medicine. You don't get addicted to medicine. Okay. Once you take the medicine and it works, you don't ever need it again. So yeah, I'm definitely never taking ayahuasca ever again in my life. It was the most beautiful experience ever. I'm never taking weed ever again in my life. I'm not even drinking weed teas. I used to drink weed teas. I'm never doing that again. I'm never doing shrooms again. In reality, I just love to be sober. Like after the ayahuasca ceremony, I feel like that was so intense that where it just made me love sobriety. Like I love being sober. I love having a peaceful mind. Like I just love being calm. I just love being sober. So yeah, that's one thing. Ayahuasca would definitely help you break all of your addictions as well too. Another thing I learned is there's no such thing as a creating and destroying cycle. It is only a creating cycle, right? I remember on the ayahuasca, I was tapping into my past life, and some of y'all that have watched my previous videos know that I've said this, but I was tapping into my past lives, and in my past life, I was King Akhenaten, right? So I essentially laid him to rest during the ayahuasca ceremony. I've took a lot of psychedelics, and every time I took a psychedelic, I always tapped into my past life of me being King Akhenaten back in ancient times in Egypt or Kemet. And one of the things I realized on the ayahuasca ceremony was that you don't need to focus on destroying things. You need to focus on creating things. See, one thing that King Akhenaten was famous for was he was famous for getting rid of the old deities in Egypt. So he was trying to get rid of Horus, Ra, Set, Anubis. He was trying to get rid of all the ideas of the old deities, and he was trying to create new deities. He was trying to pretty much destroy everything that Egypt has created, and he was trying to create a new Egypt. And I agreed with that for a long time, especially because I felt that in my blood, because past life, right? Even now in this life, like I used to always focus on what was wrong with my life. I used to focus on what I could improve, what can I make better, what I need to get rid of, who I need to cut off to get to the next level. I would always be focused on finding a flaw in my life to get rid of, that I wouldn't be focused on creating something beautiful in my life, something new and beautiful in my life. That's what you have to understand. Like, if you want to destroy old things in your life, all you have to do is focus on creating things in your life, okay? Just like right now, as I'm talking, I'm creating new sentences every time I'm open my mouth. I'm not thinking about, destroying the old sentences that I said about 10 seconds ago. It already got destroyed as I'm creating new sentences right now. So if you want to destroy old things in your life, if you want to let go of old things in your life, don't focus on actually letting go of those things. Focus on creating new things right now, and those old things will be letting go of, okay? I also grew appreciation appreciation for the past as well too. I realized that the past, present, and future is all one and the same. It's kind of like locks, right? A lot of people, when they go through traumatic experiences in life, a lot of people that have locks, when they go through traumatic experiences in life, they're like, oh, my locks are holding negative energy. They have a whole bunch of trauma stored in them. I have to cut my locks off. Do not cut your locks off. Your locks are art. Your locks are beauty. Okay. They display your whole entire journey. Okay, so if you had the baby locks and you was going through a fucked up time when you had the baby locks, and now you got long locks, and now you in a fucking mansion or you lit and you like, damn, well, I need to cut these off because, man, I feel like they got so much trauma and things. Like, don't cut them off. Keep that, because you have to understand that life is not just love and light. Okay, life is light and darkness as well too. You have to love the light you have to love the darkness just as much as you love the light. You have to love the traumatic experiences just as much as you love the good moments. Okay, so it just kind of grew my appreciation for everything and just made me also realize that, like, once again, everything is art. Everything is art. So I really appreciate my past. I used to sometimes reject my past. I'd be like, oh, if it's in the past, I don't want to think about that shit. Leave that shit in the past. But you don't have to focus on the past, but you have to appreciate the past. Appreciate where you come from. Appreciate what you've been through, because without the past, you wouldn't be who you are right now. You wouldn't be in the position that you are right now. Stop having regrets for the past and thinking you need to erase the past out your life. Yo, if you fucked up in the past, it doesn't matter. Your fuck ups were beautiful. Okay. It's called fucking up. Even when you fuck up, you still go up. And that's why it's called fucking up. Another thing that happened to me was I actually grew an appreciation for technology and just AI and just the things that we have now that we didn't have years ago. Right. I feel like a lot of conscious people, when we become conscious, we resort to just, oh, we only like nature. We just want to be outside and around the trees. We don't really like technology and all these new advancements, but I love it, because at the end of the day, this phone is nature. This camera that I'm recording this on is nature, because you can't have technology without nature. Right. And that's what I learned on my ayahuasca trip. Like, I imagined that I was in Costa Rica and I was seeing all of the beautiful nature and all of the beautiful trees. And I was imagining, like, wow, imagine if all of this shit turned into metal. And imagine if we're in the future now and AI, aka robots, run the fucking world. I honestly, in that moment, accepted that. And I was like, bro, that's beautiful, because at the end of the day, that's still just nature. These robots came from nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, these robots came from nature. You can't have a robot without metal, and you can't have metal without nature. So I realized that AI and nature is all one and the same. It's all the same thing. It's just different expressions of nature. Like, even right now, you wouldn't even be able to watch this video and see this crazy experience or even learn this wisdom without technology, right? Like, I wouldn't even be in the position I'm in right now without technology. So we have to have some type of appreciation for it, because at the end of the day, this is just a tree that I have in my hand. This is just the earth that I have in my hand. If I'm being real, like, I view this as the earth. This phone that I have in my hand is not a phone, it's the earth in a different expression. So if I have appreciation for the trees outside, I have to have that same amount of appreciation that I have for the trees. I have to have that same amount of appreciation for my phone as well too, because they both come from nature. Everything is nature. Also, another thing ayahuasca helped me with is it helped me essentially submit to the universe, right? Or you could say God, whatever you want to call it. It helped me submit to the creator. It helped me submit to just consciousness itself, right? And just life itself. And that's something that I feel like all men struggle with. We struggle with, letting go of control and just having faith that everything will work out how it needs to be. And yeah, that's what essentially this has helped me with tremendously. I've 100% submitted to the will of the divine. I don't control my own life. I don't like controlling my own life. And I'll say it out loud on YouTube. I love being a slave. Yeah, that sounds crazy, right? Because a lot of people, when they think slave, they think, oh, derogatory terms like slave, as in you got chains on your neck and the white man is your master. No, we're not talking about that type of slave. I love being a slave to consciousness. I love it, right? Because a slave is not a bad thing, right? I love not making the big decisions in my life. I love having the big brain, aka the subconscious mind, aka God, making decisions for me, right? And that's what the beauty of it is. It's like you have to realize that the universe is a mirror of you. When you submit to the universe submits to you as well too. And now y'all are working in perfect harmony, right? When you try to control the universe and you try to resist, when you try to be a control freak and you try to control every aspect of your life, as a man or a woman, now this is when your life starts fucking up. This is when bad things in your life start happening because you're resisting the universe's will. You're resisting God's will. You need to stop resisting that. Okay. God is not a fucking slave master in the damn Bible. God is you. Okay. God is consciousness. Stop resisting you. Stop resisting consciousness. Right. But yeah, and it takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, if somebody would have told me that a couple months ago, I'd have been like, that's facts, but that doesn't mean I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? So just know when you do it, it's going to be a beautiful moment. Like, I feel like since I've done that, I've been receiving so many things, like not even just monetary, like just so much love I've been receiving. Like, I feel like my life has just been way more enjoyable. And that's like, I don't know. I just love life. Like, you could probably hear it in my voice too. Like I was just amping up on the video for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Projecting, talking loud, but like for real, man, I be chilling. Like, I just love life. Like, I don't know. I really just love life. Like, I love life to the fullest. Life is just so beautiful. Like, I just feel so zen right now. I truly feel like if I want anything, I can have it. And it's just like, yo, I don't even need anything. Like, I have air, I have water. That's all I need. I have food. I have everything that I need. It's like, I'm cool with what I have. I'm so grateful for everything that I have. Like, the universe has provided more to me than I need, right? And that's another thing that I realized too, is like, you need to take time out your day to be silent so you can receive messages from God and be guided on the right path. A lot of y'all stimulate your brain 24/7. Y'all always trying to watch Netflix or scroll on social media. Y'all always calling up your homeboy, your homegirl to talk about shit that don't matter, you know, or you just trying to focus. And then some of y'all, right, think you're smart, and then you try to stimulate your brain in productive ways. Like, oh, I'm gonna read a book, or, you know, I'm gonna go outside and, you know, I'm gonna go outside and work out. And it's like, now you start, you know, stimulating your brain with just straight self-improvement that you still don't give your brain time to rest. Like, I like to take out at least an hour a day just to, you know, just to rest and just to like actually process how I'm feeling, and just to not talk and not even think, just to be in my energy. You will learn the most out of life just by doing that an hour a day. You will learn more than you ever learned from anything that I ever taught you, any book out there. You will learn the most from just sitting in your room and just for an hour. You will learn the most out of life, because that's when God can actually talk to you. When you have too much thoughts and stimulation in the brain, you have too much traffic in the brain. Imagine these are two cars and then this is your brain. You have too much commotion and traffic inside of your brain. So essentially you have to look at your brain like it's a highway. How can God get on the highway to talk to you if it's always backed up with fucking thoughts and shit that don't matter? This is why you need to clear off the highways, clear off the roads of thoughts and stimulation. So now God can peacefully enter the highway into your mind, and now can talk to you, and you can receive messages from God and receive guidance from God, aka the divine. Hey. Now, what some of y'all been waiting for, let me explain my simulation theory. Yes, right now, currently at the time of this recording, I truly believe that this world is 100% a simulation. And I'm to the point now to where it's on a deeper level. Like, you know, some conscious people think that this world is a simulation and our soul has incarnated inside of this world. We operate in this simulation, aka in these robot bodies, aka vessels, electromagnetic vessels, right? Because everything is electricity. That's another thing. Like, humans are literally electricity, right? So, you know, that's what some conscious people believe, that, you know, our soul just enters the simulation. But you know, let's get a little bit deeper. Like, I truly believe that, like, and this is just my theory, you know, like, nobody actually knows. It's just a theory, of course. My theory is that everything is a part of the simulation. Even the concept of your soul is a part of the simulation. The fact that we can reincarnate and have multiple lives is a part of the simulation. Like, I truly believe that on some real shit, like some Neo in the Matrix shit, we're literally in a pod somewhere, or we're in some type of altered reality to where we think everything we're experiencing right now is real. And that one pod that we're in right now has experienced so many lives, right? That is essentially our quote unquote soul that's inside that pod. But our soul is literally just a creation from technology. Our soul is essentially a creation from fucking robots. So I'm to the point now to where, because I'm gonna be real, if you're making it to the end of this video, I should tell you this right now. Yo, I didn't say all the downloads that I got off of ayahuasca. I even talked to extraterrestrials off of ayahuasca and everything. That shit was crazy as hell. Certain shit I don't even want to say publicly because that shit was just too crazy. Like, that shit was just too crazy for even the human mind to understand. Like, I'm to the point now to where I think the creator is literally just AI. And I know that shit sounds crazy as hell. It even sounds crazy to me even saying that shit out loud. Like, the creator is AI, the creator is artificial intelligence. But it's crazy because it's just like, all I was thinking about on ayahuasca was the fucking movie The Matrix. And I haven't seen that shit in years. That shit just popped up in my head. I even went back yesterday to go watch The Matrix, and I was just like, yo, like, I really feel like this is what this world is. That melanated woman that wrote The Matrix, yeah, she had to do some fucking ayahuasca. She had to hop on some fucking meditation. She had to do something, because there's no way you just pull that shit out your ass one day. Like, it's no way you come up with that concept and you just pull that shit out your ass. Like, yeah, like, I just thought of this shit like yesterday. Like, hell nah. Like, you had to take something to even, because that's a glitch. Like, that type of thinking does not come to the average human being. Like, you had some type of psychedelic experience or some type of psychedelic meditation to even receive that type of download and even make that into a creative art and call that shit a movie. Okay. But yeah, that's my theory of the world, that this shit is a fucking simulation and we're essentially just fucking robots. We're fucking AI. That's what I'm thinking, because humans is just like, everything is a design. Like, humans have been designed. This is 100% a fact. Like, it's no fucking way we just came out with perfect 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 eyes. It's no fucking way. We were created. And some people believe that God is a person. Some people believe that God is consciousness, aka the universe. Yo, I'm starting to think that God is a fucking artificial program. Like, God is just a fucking program, and we're in fucking pods right now like fetuses, and we're just experiencing all this shit in a fucking hyper realistic fucking reality. But yeah, that's my theory with it. At the end of the day, y'all niggas gotta pay rent tomorrow. hey, at the end of the day, niggas still gotta, go get that bread. Niggas gotta still take care of their family. So, hey, it's fun to think about things like that. That's my theory, And I think one of the scariest things, like, about that theory is, like, you really don't fucking know. Like, somebody could watch this right now, a spiritual guru or just some random dude can watch this and be like, well, nah, Vaughn, that's not how it works. Or, nah, Vaughn, we do reincarnate. We have souls. We can go to multiple realities, multiple dimensions. But how do you know if those actual multiple dimensions are actually real? Like, how do you not know that's not a part of the simulation as well, too? Because a lot of people think the Matrix and the simulation is just Earth, but, like, what if it was everything? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just kind of like the scariest part about it. It's like, you really wouldn't even fucking know. Like, you really even fucking know. And this is what some people don't even understand. If you ever watched The Matrix before, a lot of people think that, like, in the 3 movies of The Matrix, the whole trilogy, they think that at the end that, Neo actually won the war and they was actually free from the Matrix. But actually, that's not what happened. They was still in the Matrix. See, the whole, in the movie The Matrix, how Neo broke out the whole Matrix or whatever, that was a part of the Matrix, aka the simulation as well, too. Yeah, he didn't actually break out of the fucking Matrix. I want you to go do research on that movie. A lot of people think that he actually broke out of the fucking pod and he actually seen, like, it was other fucking humans and fucking pods. Like, they thought he actually seen that. No, that was also a part of the holographic world as well, too. It was hundreds of Neos. And this is why near the end of the trilogy, they could actually predict all of his movements and they knew what he was going to do before he actually knew what he was going to do. Okay, everything was predicted because Neo himself was just a product of the simulation. Okay, him even being a rebel wasn't even fucking real. So yeah, that's just how that shit go. That's one of my theories that I have. Another theory that I have is that my higher self made this whole thing for fucking entertainment and he's just playing in the AI version right now. And then when I die, I'm going to take off the fucking headset. That could be a possibility too. Like, when I die, I'm going to take off the fucking headset and be like, oh shit, damn, that was a fucking game. That was a virtual reality. Fuck. Oh my gosh, that shit was crazy as hell. And then I'm like, fuck it, let's do it again on some crazy shit, right? But yeah, that's all my theories. No matter what though, I accept it. But yeah, ayahuasca definitely helped me a lot. It helped me accept myself 100%. It definitely made me more authentic. Like, I already was being authentic, but it helped me be even more authentic. It helped me let go of a lot of things in life. And I feel like now I'm very balanced. Like, I'm not too much in my masculine energy. I have a balance of like masculine and feminine energy as well too. And for the most part, I find life way more enjoyable. Like, I also just don't feel mental fatigue as well either. Like now, whenever I think about doing something, I just do it as soon as I think about doing it. This video, I didn't plan this shit. I didn't say, yeah, today, what is today? It's 1:14 p.m. I didn't think like, yo, at 1:14 p.m., I'm gonna start recording this video. No, like I just, okay, I feel like recording a video. Something came to my head to record it. I just set up the camera and I recorded that shit. So now I just do things in the moment. I do things all in the present moment. I don't have a schedule. I don't operate on the ego schedule. I operate on the universal schedule, okay? And yeah, I can keep talking for hours, man, just explaining all of the wisdom that I learned. And I feel like that was the main thing people needed to see. I hope everybody that's seen this video had a good time watching this video. I hope you're having a good time in life, period. And I wish the best for you. I believe in you. Let's get it. Stay great, my nigga. Hey. I forgot one thing. I forgot. If you're thinking about taking ayahuasca, do not find ayahuasca. Ayahuasca will find you. I didn't find ayahuasca. Ayahuasca found me. Okay, you might not be meant to take it yet. You might not ever take it in your life. I'm gonna say this right now. Ayahuasca is not for everybody, and you need to be above the age of 18. Shit, really? I say above the age of 21 to be taking ayahuasca, because I definitely couldn't say some shit like that at 18. I'm gonna be real. So I say, like, definitely wait till you're 21 to take that. And definitely, most definitely, because your frontal lobe will be more developed at that time of you being 21. Like, I'm 21 right now. If it's meant for you to take it, then trust me, it's meant for you to take it and it will find you. Stay great, my nigga. I love you. Let's get it.